prior to going into real estate, what did you do? What was your line of work?
I actually was in the automotive industry. I retired from a Fortune 500 company after 20 years.
Okay.
And I was in purchasing and acquisitions. I was in charge of going to the auctions, making sure that the team was buying the right cars at the right price in the right place.
What made you decide that you didn't want to continue doing that you wanted to do something different?
My father once told me that, when the bad days outweigh the good days, it's time to move on. And you don't want to be stuck in something and not enjoy it. And I enjoyed it for 20 years. I enjoyed the company for 20 years, and it was time to move on and look at something else.
Yep. And my guess is there are many people listening to the show today who probably feel the same way about their job, or like, you know what, maybe this has run its course and maybe I would like to go do something different. So what was it, Markus, that made you decide you wanted to get into real estate?
My wife had been with Remax Center for almost right at 10 years when I retired, and I had known that brokerage for a long time, and I loved the people at that brokerage. It's a very we were talking about the environment. It's a very family oriented environment.
Sure is.
And so my wife said, why don't we work together and we can bounce ideas off of each other? And she's a transactions coordinator and she works contracts to close, and had a lot of experience that could help me out when I'm just starting out.
I'll bet she did. Now, did you guys actually work together on the same transactions, or she was doing her stuff and you were doing your stuff?
No, we felt to keep a happy marriage and a happy household. We wanted to keep it separate, but we can still bounce ideas and solutions off of each other. I think that's the best way to keep it.
How would you describe your first year or two in real estate?
I would actually say it's stressful and there's a lot of anxiety. I guess the biggest thing is you have to stay disciplined, because you don't know, being an entrepreneur, you don't know when that next paycheck's coming, when the next buy or sell is going to close, and it'll just continue to stress yourself.
So let's dig into that a little bit further. So if someone's not careful, they could get into real estate, and because they don't have a steady paycheck, no matter what, that could cause anxiety. And how would that anxiety kind of manifest in business? Meaning, if it causes you problems, is it because you're not doing what you're supposed to do? Is that what you're saying? Is even if you have anxiety, do what the heck you're supposed to do, make your follow-up calls, continue prospecting, and you'll be fine?
I think you would get into a rut and things could get worse, instead of just staying steady with the course and following a pattern, if that makes sense.
It absolutely makes sense. And what made you decide that doing real estate on a team was the place for you to do it?
I think that's an easy question. That is support.
Okay.
The resources that are available to me or someone that's on a team are years and years of experience, 50, 100 years of experience in the field, where even if I haven't come across that problem in a contract, someone else on my team has a solution where I hadn't seen it before. One of the ways I explain real estate is it's kind of like playing billiards or playing a game of pool. Never has the same contract happened twice. And so that's the way I kind of look at it. That's a great thing because it makes everything very exciting. Every contract's different, but it also can add some anxiety and stress to making sure you get to the table to close.